Alright, welcome back, citizens of YouTube, to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. At the time of recording this, today is, I think, the 20th. Yes, the 20th, at about 7:30ish, almost. I haven't played this game in about a week and a half. I haven't uploaded, I think at the time this goes up, it will have been a week since I uploaded anything. Oh god, left. I've been very busy, both studying for finals and having a mental breakdown. More so studying for finals, fortunately. But, oh, Jesus. You can see it's taken a toll on my ability to swing from a rope. There we go. I was pretty sure it was square. Then block is that, alright. Got you.
Let's end it.
And I'll just freeze you. Oh god. No, I won't freeze you. Never mind.
Moving to engage. I'm tracking him. On my way. Up. Jedi's wing.
Ow! Back. Oh, I just want to not die.
It's our job to trail you.
Well, I don't know how I got that, but I'm happy I did.
Get back.
I really need to stand.
Health pack is that. Yes, so I am gonna struggle a little bit to get back into the rough of things, but yeah, I was busy studying for finals, or final. I only had one class this semester, math. Oh shit, we have like different ships? Or just skins, okay. It's all shiny. I gotta be honest, when it comes to textures like that, you can kind of tell this is like a late generation game because like the level design and detail is pretty high, but you know, consoles, I'm playing on a base PS4. I've always had one, I never got the Pro. PS5 is coming out next year, so I just kind of figured, you know, why bother? I'll just wait for that. Yeah, there are textures in this game like that one that kind of remind you. And that blurry sign right there.
I don't think the Empire knows he's been here.
Then we have the advantage. For now.
Yeah, there's that sign there that's like blurry as heck, not loading, you know. The kind of thing that reminds you, like, the ambition of game developers is kind of outgrowing the consoles and tech that they are working with. Which is unfortunate, but you know. The game is passable, it doesn't look terrible. It looks pretty decent, I would say. It's got, I forget what type of...
We're on the right track.
I forget what type of effect it is. I think it's like FXAA that makes your screen look a little bit Vaseline-like. That's kind of what this game looks like. It's not terrible, but it is noticeable. Anyway, what I was saying about finals earlier. I was saying I was going to scan this wall and...
Can't get through.
He's right, can't get through. Anyway, the class I'm taking this semester is a math class. It is the third I've taken...
Something about it crippled the Empire's equipment. I can feel something pulling me there, beyond the storm.
Follow it.
Gonna rest up a bit. So yeah, it's the third I've taken in my attempt to fulfill my math curriculum. And that is the last one I needed to graduate. And I learned, just like, I don't know, half an hour ago-ish, that I passed my final, or I got a 68 on it, but I got a pretty good score on the last test, and overall, my grade in the class ended up being a 75, so I passed the class, and therefore I just graduated my college, which is very relieving news. I don't think I've fully processed it yet. I don't feel super happy. I mostly just feel like unbelievable, practically. Can I not buy this? I don't have any points. I'm so busy talking about my shit that I'm like just totally ignoring this.
Sharpen your instincts.
But yeah, I just graduated my junior college, and that is a very big relief. The last 5.5 years of being in college have been very stressful. You know, stress has gone up and down, kind of. Are you actually an enemy? Oh, yes you are. I think. I'm not sure if I provoked it or it would have attacked me like one way or another. Let's see. Hey. Gonna attack? Oh yeah, you're gonna attack. Okay. Alright, fuck.
Throw it!
They hurt. Ugh. God damn it. Oh, I tried to freeze him. What the hell happened? Well, at least during the minute-long loading screen, I got some time to talk. So yeah, it took me 5.5 years because I am not someone who's super good at school, I guess. You know, the subjects I'm better at with others. English, I am pretty good at, generally. Depends on how much stress and shit I'm going through that semester. Like, last semester, the last semester of English I had a year ago, I definitely didn't put all my effort into that semester. Like, the second half of the class, I just wasn't really doing our reading assignments. In part because I had like 2 other classes and a job to deal with. And partly because one of the books was actually very hard to understand because it was written in like, what was that? Was that a critical hit? Oh god. Yeah, part of it was just the other classes, the job, you know, stuff like that. Part of it was because one of the books we were reading was written in like a very old-fashioned southern dialect, which, I mean no disrespect at all. Like, it's okay that exists, but that's just not a manner of speaking that I'm adjusted to understanding. So it was just very hard to understand what was going on. Again, you know, it's not the author's fault or...
Another one of these. Wonder if they connect.
It's no one's fault but mine. It's just something I didn't really understand because I didn't grow up speaking in that sort of manner. So, it was just very hard to understand what was going on, and I kind of just gave up at a point. I think we had like a mini quiz on that book. I don't think I did very well on the quiz, but I did well enough on everything else that I was able to pass that class. Fuck, I want to rest up, but like, I can't go through there? Okay. I want to rest up, but that would respawn the enemies, and then we'd have to do this all over again. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Can't squeeze through there. This game does have pretty like random points that it wants you to squeeze through. But oh god, what was I saying? So I think back in spring of 2017 was the last math class that I actually passed before the one I just took. I wonder if I can like jump up this statue. Doesn't seem like it. So yeah, spring 2017, I took a math class that didn't go too bad. I passed all of that. Then in the fall of 2017, that would have been my last math class if I passed, but the class was extremely hard. I failed, and I don't even really... It just zipped back to me. I swear it looks like I can go through here. Like, what's going on? What about this? Alright. I'm sure it's just something really obvious that I'm missing, like this. Yeah, this is it. Okay. I knew it. I'm just too busy talking. But this is a pretty special occasion, so you'll have to pardon me. So the type of math I was doing was called finite math, and it was basically algebra, which I'm not too bad at. I mean, By my standards. By human standards, I'm bad at, like, any math. But... what in the fuck?
Never seen a storm do that before.
Yeah, it looks...
yeah, it's incredible.
Looks kind of force-related. There we go. Alright, I think we're safe in here. Maybe. Oh, God.
My friend,
Please don't kill me.
I believe this to be the earliest Cepho site we've uncovered yet, despite my reservations. I cannot chase the Bogano vault from my mind. Its visions shape the direction of an entire culture. I must understand why.
Oh, frame rate. What is that? We are still moving, I'll just stay put, I guess. So yeah, I did fail that class, fall 2017. I think I had taken another small class that was online, but I dropped out of it for complicated reasons.
I'm in the tomb. It's massive.
And the Empire?
No sign of them down here.
What about Cordova?
Still not sure what I'm supposed to find. He's a little...
eccentric? Tell me about it. But he wouldn't send us here for his amusement. Keep an open mind.
Now, I think Zepho, isn't that the type of creature that Zeb was back in Star Wars Rebels? I'm not really sure. Okay, I have to get the ball down here. So yeah, I failed fall 2017. Then the next time I took a math class, and at this point I only had, you know, can I push? Do I have force push? I mean, I have unlocked force push, right? Okay then. I can go up these stairs. I feel like I should just be able to push that with the force.
Ugh.
What the fuck are you? You look like you're about to explode, and that looks disgusting. So I took a different type of math class that met the same curriculum that would allow me to graduate earlier this year, in the spring. I failed out of that too. It was pretty much just as hard as the other class I had failed. The first one was called Finite Math. I feel like these things are gonna explode.
Good job.
Oh yeah. I knew it. You guys look like you would explode. Oh god, oh god. Oh, Christ. At least it gives me some... Ooh. Oh, come on, that's not even fair. What the fuck was that? At least it gives me some room to work with here. These things are basically organic landmines, so that's great. Oh, come on. Okay. If I'm not going there, where the hell am I going? Do I have to, like, climb up something that I wasn't seeing? Oh, jeez. Oh, is it parkour? There we go. Oh, fuck. So dead. There hasn't been a checkpoint in, like, forever. I'm super screwed. And these fucking rats take 3 hits. Oh, God, don't even... Stay away. What do we have here? So yeah, for the longest time, as of like fall 2017, I only needed to pass one more class in a particular like set of classes, like a particular curriculum, in order to graduate from my junior college. But being as I'm not very good at math, that was easier said than done. That appears to be a Jedi wind chime, is what I would guess it is.
There's not just wind rippling through these chimes. Voices. In the past.
Okay, I have to use the wind to make this thing knock that wall? Or get in the middle? Let's just stop it there and see what happens. You know, if the wind can move that thing around, I don't know why it doesn't move me around, like... Okay. Just kind of being... Huh? Oh, okay.
Seems like these spheres are related to the sockets on the ground. What do you think, BD?
Warp right. You ever feel like you're about to be squished at any second? So that was not really a hint because I already know I have to get the ball in the big socket, as it would be called. There's two... I can close this up, I guess. Oh god, don't kill me. I didn't realize you were going there. Fuck. Is it just stuck there now? Well, I guess it is. Let's fix that. Let's hold that there, then close this, I guess. So it would go to the right and not go where I want it to. Okay, great. Damn it, can I close? I can't close that one. That is natural wind, unfortunately. It just keeps getting stuck there. So, as for the school story, yeah, once again, earlier this year, spring 2019, I failed the last class, but it was a different one than the one I took in 2017, so I decided to take another one this semester, a different one. This one is called Math 10, The Nature of Math or something? I don't know. It just deals with a few different types of math subjects, like, different ways you can vote, number bases, which is a pretty complicated subject, and why the fuck is it not moving over here? And some finance related stuff, just like, you know, debt and loans and repayment, percentage you owe on debt and stuff like that. Can I just go somewhere? Oh god. Oh shit. Just freeze something, anything. Oh no. Dude, that checkpoint was so far back, even before I got stuck for like an hour. Fuck. So I gave it a go one more time, and the stuff I was studying this semester, like I said, it was voting, not really voting theory, but like voting techniques, number bases, and finance. Now the voting techniques, taking up the first third of the semester, that was pretty easy. I got like a 76 on the test, you know, Fallout 76 as it were, which for me, doing a math test is like it's a pretty good score. You know, I'll take a 76 in a math class, no doubt. God damn it. Fuck both of you. It's just odd how these enemies attack. It seems like they attack right when you're getting back up from being stunned after the previous attack. It doesn't feel right. Like that! I had less than a second after I got back up to get out of the way. It's kind of weird. It's a little bit odd. So the first third went pretty well. The second third of the class went pretty terribly. Number bases is a pretty hard thing to kind of describe, but basically, I don't know how many modern civilizations use a number base that's not 10. I don't think it's very many, if any at all, but I'm not sure about that. But basically, in our number system, the one that, I don't know, an English-speaking guy from America like me uses, we have 10 digits to represent values, and then every other number after 9 is just a combination of the previous digits. So we have 0 through 9, and then 10 we just represent through the use of a 1 and a 0, which are previous numbers that we have already, numbers that are lower than 10. I think that's the best way to put it. It's apparently a Hindu-Arabic-based system. That's where it gets its, like, historical roots or whatever.
81.
And so we had to study bases, like, ranging from base 2, which is actually what computers run with, come to think of it. So I guess it does have some sort of practical use these days.
These things are pretty cute.
But I've just never studied bases before outside of base 10. But we were asked to, like, convert, you know, a base 2 number, which would be like 01101100001. We were asked to convert stuff like that into base 10. And sometimes we were asked to convert base 10 into a different base, like base 2 or 3. I think the highest we went was like 16, to which point we used letters to represent numbers. So 10 would be A, B would be 11, C would be 12. I think that's how it went. This checkpoint put me so far back, like, what the hell? Step on this, right? There we go. I mean, it gives me more time to talk, but this playthrough is already running really behind, so I don't need time to talk, I need time to act. Anyway, so we were asked to convert numbers back and forth, sometimes add and multiply, add and subtract them, rarely multiply and divide. I didn't get that shit at all, even up to the final test, I didn't get it at all. So, my second test, I scored like a, I think I scored a 52, I scored something really low. You know, I tried, I studied, but it just didn't work out. So 52 on that. Next up came finance, which wasn't as hard, but it was still kind of rough. At that point, I was suffering from a lot of burnout, and in the last couple weeks, I've been pretty depressed, if I'm being honest. I had a mini mental breakdown 2 nights ago. A mini one, but I got very angry from the ending of Life is Strange 2. That wasn't the complete reason, I just kind of lost my shit, but that was kind of the boiling point. I wrote like a 16... Wow, that just lagged, okay. It lagged and didn't see my R1 prompt.
Some help here, BD1?
Alright. I might as well defeat those rats. Yeah, over here, I think. May as well just get it over with. Come here, guys. Do you like wind? Huh? Yeah, come here, come here. Stop running in circles, you little shit. Here. That'll make you stop, huh? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, come on. Oh, God, no! Fucking hell. I should really stop playing games on hard when I'm recording them. Like, on my own time, fine, I guess. But this isn't really working out. Okay, is there a reason turning this off would help? As far as I can tell, no. Because it brings it over here. I can't stop the wind with the force, can I? I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense. Alright, you stay there. I need to turn this off. I think I'm too late. God fucking damn it. Okay. So finance overall wasn't going well, and by the time the tests came around, the third test at this point, I got like a 51 or a 53 on it. Almost the same score as like my last test. I need to be over here. I kind of forgot about that. I think right here would do just fine. Unless the ball smacks me? I don't think it will. There's that. There we go. There we go. Oh, come on. Win. Fuck off. Okay. Please tell me that's aligned enough to make this work. I would like to throw something. God damn it on a stick. What the f... And what this wind doesn't even... What? It's right there! Like, it's not perfectly centered, but like... What in the fuck? Come on, keep moving. Alright, I can kind of move it myself. I guess. Can I? Was that just a fluke? Is that a glitch? I can't move it now. Okay. Oh, stay right there. Alright, you're not aligned again. So... Oh, come on. So the final test score wasn't too well. My overall grade was like a 68 or 7 at this point. I'm kind of just assuming I'm not gonna pass the class. I didn't study that much for the final, if I'm being honest. For the past like 3 or 4 weeks, I've just had such a problem focusing. I can't even describe it. I just was almost completely unable to do work. I was able to do some when I was like on campus, but even that was kind of tough. I just couldn't concentrate. I wasn't doing well. I didn't study too much for the final, but somehow I got a 68 on the final, which is actually the very minimum amount I needed to pass the class. But the teacher had announced beforehand, before the final, that... Oh, please come... Oh, thank Christ. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I guess I will search over here. I thought I was going to be crushed for half a second. Oh, that's just wind. I thought it was like a new open chamber or something.
These were used in Zepho meditation rituals. I think they were training Force users.
I mean, I did say those things look like Jedi wind chimes, so that's cool. Anyway, I'm gonna finish my story and finish the video. So the teacher announced beforehand, because he was being generous and because not many people did well on test number 3, he said that the material on the final that was in test 3, like the same subject, that same third of the course, if we got a better score on that section in the final, he will replace that score with the score of he'll replace test number 3 with the score from that section of the final. And lo and behold, my score from test number 3 moved over to an 83, and I managed to pass with a 68 on the final and an 83 on test number 3 to make my overall score a 75. I did the math, and I actually would have passed with like almost a straight 70 anyway if he hadn't done that, because 68 was like the very minimum I needed to on the final to bump my overall class score up to a 70. But I got better. I somehow managed even better than that, and I'm probably done with school forever because it wasn't all bad, but it was mostly bad. I'm not much of a school person, but where I come from, going to college is like, it's what most people do. Like my town, county, whatever, has a very high college admission rate, so I kind of just felt like I had to. But anyway, I'm just not even playing the game at this point. I need to... I'm gonna die to those fucking pigs. I'm probably gonna go fight those off camera, and I'll do this all over again if I have to. So thank you for watching, and if you're someone who's going into college soon, please take my advice, and just, if you're going to a junior college where you're taking like all sorts of subjects, you have to do your hardest subject first. Just get it out of the way. If you're bad at math like me, do not leave that for the final, for your final class, because you'll end up doing what I did, which is wasting like 2 semesters and a pretty good amount of money. So just get your hardest thing out of the way first. You'll thank me later, trust me. Thank you all for watching this very unfocused video. Next time, I might have to do this all over again, but I'll probably do it off camera if I die to those things. Thank you all for watching, and